Hello. I hope audio and everything's working because you can probably tell by what's behind me that I have been messing around a little bit. Yeah, I have been. I've got this is just a hanging green screen. It was like 10 pounds on eBay or something. And it kind of creates this what it's interesting little almost like tombstone effect behind me that's got the beer right there that I'm going to be doing today, which is pretty cool. Um, I haven't figured out how to get it to use that to cut me out so that I don't have the rest of my room and my camera there. And it got very confused by the fact that I have a very blue shutter earlier today, which was kind of funny. Yeah, so that's awesome. Oh, good. Mersey Beer says it's working fine. Thank you very much, and thank you for coming once again. Yeah, I'm gonna dive on in now. Oh, wait, I have to do the basics though. For those who are new, for those who watch afterwards, I always do this at the end. And by then, looking at my own YouTube stats, not a lot of people get to the end of anything, which is life. Hey, but do subscribe, tick the box, give me a thumbs up, ring bells, forward to your friends, leave a comment, good or bad. Leave a bad comment. Apparently, YouTube loves bad comments. So say, Steve, you suck. Doesn't matter. YouTube will then think this video is interesting and send beer stuff to other people, which is pretty cool. So I am going to flip and I haven't shared my screen yet. So let me do that. I'm going to be doing a garlic beer. That's not it. That's what black. Let's go with it. Let's go with it. It's got black garlic in it. So let's be clear. I know it says just here in the little tiny thing beside my shoulder. Garlic beer. It's actually a black. Black is in very, very tiny letters. And black garlic's way, way easier to eat. If you just pop garlic cloves in your mouth, like forget about it. It would be harsh. It would not. I don't think it would be a pleasant beer. But black garlic is like a caramelized, sweeter kind of left aged version of garlic, and you can see some of the pictures that are really kind of succulently looking delicious. And if you fry it all up, it's really good. So. And I actually, when I do these things, I get a little overly curious. I went and looked at the Wikipedia for black garlic, aged black garlic, obviously attributable here, if you can read that, to the Maillard reaction, not caramelization. Whatever the heck that is, it's a thing, and it's making it yummy. So think of it, the reaction is like caramelization. So pre-caramelized garlic. Sounds pretty yummy to me. So the beer we're going to be looking at is this guy here. And let me see if I can boom that up a little bit. There we go. That's a little nicer to read, isn't it? Garlic beer from the Garlic Farm. Let's move it over, and beautiful. It's a 4.1%. It is a proper British beer. It says Island brewed. So it's brewed on the Isle of Wight. And that is where the Garlic Farm on Isle of Wight actually is. It's got their extraordinary heat-aged black garlic. There is the Garlic Farm. What I was keen on here, it wasn't the beer. It was the fact that I could get, garlic pickle, garlic mayonnaise, garlic vodka. Interesting. I've only been to the Isle of Wight once to visit a wind turbine place. So that wasn't as nearly as fun as a garlic farm that sells vodka and beer and condiments. Very good. Very good. I recommending check. There it is. There's the beer right there, cycling through. Fabulous. And there it is. 4.1%. There's a bit of a tasting note down here. You can see First Gold hops, Goldings, black garlic, of course, is an ingredient or an infusion or adjunct. Yeast, water, cereals, and glutens can apply. It was £4.25 if you buy it from them, but you got to pay shipping. They don't seem to have like a deal. Maybe if you buy a ton of stuff and other junk, you can get one. Maybe you don't want to get one. Let me taste it first. That might be a good thing. So it looks like it's brewed on the Isle of Wight. I don't see anything else that says it's a partnership or a collaboration. So, and I did a little bit of digging. I didn't do too much digging, but so far so obvious. I didn't buy it there. I bought it here. Gloucester Services. If you've ever been to, if you only get an opportunity in our COVID society to go to one services this year, I highly recommend Gloucester Services. It's not just your little chef M&S Waitrose fare. It's a proper, like, farm shop artisan stuff. It's like an eco thing. It's built into a mountain. It's great. Check it out. So it's on the M5. I do not regular, but regular enough when I can. Surf trips to Cornwall in the winter because the waves are better in the winter. That's my thing. So on the way down, I go to the M5 Gloucester Services and I get cool stuff. This one's been sitting in the fridge for like forever. When were we not on lockdown? Yeah, forget about it. So I'm going to get it out of the fridge. A long time ago, I got this, and I thought I need to do something special with it. Thankfully, I have a YouTube channel, and now I'm going to do it. And I'm going to shrink me, or what am I talking about? Enlarge me. Enlarge me. That sounds really dodge. I'm going to go back and put the beer on the screen and just leave it there. And you can see it. It's hanging. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Anyway. Yes, if I was using something like OBS Studio, I could cut me out and it would be perfect. And so this is a start. I will make more cool things happen in virtual world. Hey, Mersey Beers has worked out that this is brewed by Yates. Very cool. Some of the brewing processes brewed on site at Garlic Farm before going to Yates Brewery are also based in the Isle of Wight. There we go. So it is brewed in the Isle of Wight. There we go. My Richard Osman has just whispered. The beer whisperer has told me a little bit more about a beer. Also, pop down there where you in the comments, in the live comments, where you found that information, because it's probably on the back of the bottle and you've got one in your hand right now. So this is a very proper looking British bitter. Something that after an epic amount of craft beers, sometimes you just really want to go back to these. And because they're part of when I came to the UK and I was drinking British beer, I loved it. And that doesn't change. It's just that the variety is so great in the craft ale market that you forget how good real ale is. And that's a shame because they are good. All right. We'll give it a little smell. I don't expect, you know how garlic will basically overpower your kitchen if you fry a bit of garlic and chili and oil and that's it. You just think all you're making is garlic. The rest of the food you make is just a vehicle for feeding your face with garlic. I assume this won't be the case because black garlic's not quite like that. I'm just getting a really nice malty middle of the road, let's say, session bitter. So take a little flavor. I'm expecting that's where I'm going to work it out. I was so hoping I was going to get some garlic off the back of that, and I wasn't just going to go, it's just a bitter. Good. So it's almost like my tonsils got hit with the garlic because it's the top back of that when you swallow the beer that it goes click, and then it kind of hits the back of your nose on the inside. And I also didn't know if it was going to be disgusting. So I'm being told that the additional information about this is on Untapped. I kind of make a point of not going to Untapped before I'm going to review a beer because I know there's a lot of information there, which is great, but there's a lot of opinion, and I don't really want to know it in advance. So mostly I try to avoid that. So I probably missed some really key detail. It's pretty good. I'm starting to feel like I want all my bitter beer, all my British ale, real ales, to have garlic in them now. That's a nice finish. Garlic's a bit polarizing though, so I can imagine some people would hate this, but I like it. Yeah, see, I want to go back to it. I always know when I'm doing a review, if I sip it, I go, oh, it's good, and then I want to go back and put it down because that could get over enthusiastic. All right, well, let's do this. Let's size it up. And so right there's the real one right next to the varying degrees of fake ones you can see behind me here, here, and here, and on the screen. Wow, I got 4 different ones at the time. I like the label. It's got a nice kind of embossed gold. And for a real ale, where the labels tend to be very product, this is us. And there's a certain, I don't want to say ye old, which I think is actually pronounced the old, style to it. I don't mind if there's a deviation. I often don't like serif fonts, but I quite like the use of it there. I think this is pretty good. I like that it's brewed on the Isle of Wight. I like that the garlic's from the Isle of Wight. So a lot of that makes me a fan. So in terms of art and detail that I've got on here, I am definitely a fan. Oh, by the way, it's the same price that Gloucester Services $4.25 as you'd pay there. So don't worry about it. You're not going to get charged more for going to a farm shop. I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10 on packaging. And then on uniqueness, I am going to score it pretty high. Like I might give it a 5 on unique. I think, yeah, I'm going to do that. But on accuracy, I would say I'm going to give it above average on being a garlic beer. I would have normally given it a 4, except that I think at a glance, I wish the fact that the black garlic bit is in little writing down there. I don't like anything being misleading. And it took me a bit of looking. Like I bought it thinking it was just straight up garlic beer, and I thought it was going to be a complete mess. And then I was re-encouraged when I saw black garlic, and I thought, okay, that's going to taste better for sure. But it was a bit hidden. I'm going to stick with 3. I already gave it a 5, so I think an 8 is pretty respectable, and that brings me up to a 15. All right. So, oh, by the way, I've also been told that there's 2 Gates breweries, one in Yes Bowman Beer Review. Thank you very much for the additional information. There's one in Cumbria that closed a few years ago, so there's definitely one in the Isle of Wight for sure. So don't get confused if you think you know where Yates is. This is 15, and do I like it? Yeah, I do actually. I think I probably got to throw an 8 at it. 8 out of 10. Is it blowing me away? It's not a 10. Is it a 9? If I say 9 out loud, feels wrong. 8. All right. 7 is not enough. 9's too much. 8's the number. Plus 15, so that's a 23. Wow, that's pretty good. I think I'm a little bit desperate for a real ale, and I think this was a great one to choose. So I'm going to go with that. All right, excellent. Thanks for watching. That's the end. I'm going to give this a 4 on Untapped. That's been a 23 out of 30. The Garlic Farm Real Ale, brewed in the background by Yates, also on the Isle of Wight. My name's Steve Giguere. This is a Beer Native Beer Review. And please like and subscribe to the channel if you got this far, which so far I can see that I only have 1 viewer left of my viewers, or so I'm being told by StreamYard, but that's cool. I don't mind if you get this far before, during, or after. Please tune in starting the first where I'm going to be doing my beer advent calendar. I'm going to have a roaming beer where I'm going to take you with me. I'm going to go to the calendar, which exists way back out there, and we're going to open the panel together every day for 24 days. My name's Steve Giguere. Thanks for watching this Beercast.